Hello and welcome back to Cities Skylines in the city of Damascus. And today we'll keep building our dear trade school university, and the area surrounding it as well. So there'll be plenty of detailing today, plenty of new additions, but I'll be focused on getting the university up to level 5. In the meantime, I'll be adding some new buildings, detailing the area, and making sure that everything is as it should be. But before we get in there, I want to show you one thing because there was a question, and I think it's a fair question, and I want to show you around. So my traffic at the moment is 83%, right? And what I want to show you is that I do have, what is that? Here, the despawning disabled at the moment. So as you can see, we don't have despawning. This means that cars, trucks, vehicles, whatever, they won't just despawn if there are big traffic jams. And if there is an issue with the map, there'll be an issue with the traffic as well. So I just want to show you that to make sure that this is like I'm showing you the right thing and not hiding anything. And as I mentioned, traffic 82% now, which is pretty good for a city this size. So in terms of size, this is how big the city is at the moment. It's quite big, I would say, especially that we are using realistic population, and we have several areas where we use high density, like near the university around here, which does make sense for me. Is this a bank? Yeah, it's a bank. I was just like, what building is that? But in terms of population, we have 389,000 people, maybe, and it's a big maybe, but I think we might be able to get up to, I think there was someone dead in here. Let me see. Yeah, just had like a death wave going on at the moment. But I think we can potentially hit 400,000 today. We'll keep an eye on that. Obviously, the main thing for us is to work on the university, the areas that we left open in here, is just so we can manage to add some new buildings in there for the university. And at the moment, we have to wait. We have to do some academic works. We gave a grant. That is all good. And it's just a matter of waiting now. And we are spending a little bit more than we are getting at the moment, but that's fine. It's just as we grow, we'll get that better and we'll make this work in our favor as well. So, goals for today: level 5 for university, grow this suburb so we get a more dense population in this region. I'm thinking what I'll do on this side of the baseball stadium in here, but I'll definitely build around here, around there, and maybe we can keep expanding to this side. This will be, I think, now I'm not completely sure. We may transition to some higher density towards this side over here. So this means that this might still be lower density in there, but I do want to work a little bit with this area as well. We'll see how this goes. There is plenty to detail in here still, so I'll work on all of that, and then we will talk about some of the decisions and changes that we've done. I also want to add some crossings in here, and in there are some areas that we have like a lot of people walking in this area, and there is a police helicopter just hovering around here. That's pretty cool, but I want to get those details right in here, and I'll do it. And we have some people graduating, yay! But I'll do that and I'll be right back. Oh, just 10,000 now before we hit 400. And just as this game finishes and a lot of people in the road there, I love to see that they're actually getting out of the stadium and walking. And I think they are walking towards the metro station there, but they're not going on a car, which is usually what happens and is usually what causes a lot of issues in traffic. This just shows how important a good public transportation in your city is. Just tying things back from what we've started these episodes, that's one of the reasons why my traffic flow is, I think it's good, 83%. The map standard was 82%. So having 82, 83 at the moment is really, really good, which basically means no traffic. We do have some areas that get red here and there. Sometimes traffic goes down to 80% and then goes up to 82, but that's natural and it will fluctuate in all cities. But again, public transportation is one of the main things that will help you with that. Another thing that will really, really help is basically having a good bike network. So this is something that I've done here, and that's what I will show you. In this whole suburb, we do have a bike network. So everywhere you look, I think, except with this main road over here, which you could actually update thinking about it now that we have this connection here. We could have that as a bike network. I'll update that. I think that would make sense. But this helps people just get around and go wherever they want really, really easily. Now, a lot of detailing has been done in here. As you can see, I've detailed all around the main buildings here of the university. I have these plazas in here, some trees, some planters in the middle, some more trees over there. And now we have new buildings and we have the School of Engineering, we have cafeterias in the middle there. We have so many buildings. We have the new lab and the outdoor study is now on this side instead of the outdoor study was here where the engineering building was before, and now we've moved that into this side just to make space for that. Then added quite a few ones in here, not laboratory, some normal buildings. We do have the beach volleyball one around here. Yeah, beach volleyball club in there. We have the dormitory was right there as well. There are a few buildings in here. The media lab, yes, this is another one that we've done in here, and we've managed to get up to a lot more attractiveness than what we need. We are getting 65,000, so basically the income is double the expense, so we are making good profit in here. We're still working on some academic works. We are 25 out of 48, so I'm just going here randomly giving them some grants, although we don't need that. Oh, of course, that is the aquatic center that I've added in here just so we could get the attractiveness up to the level of the 5-star. But to be honest, I like it here, and if it's well, and it will stay over there. Look at this, so many people walking there, love it. But yeah, we do have some space in here. I couldn't figure out anything else to add in this area, so I've ended up leaving this as is. We might think about something and add it in here. We have space. Let me know what you think. We still have buildings upgrading to level 5. That's fantastic. But this area is now complete. Talk about detailing. I've done a fence on this side just to help with the noise pollution and safety around that. And what else I've done here in terms of, oh yeah, I've added this kind of a little wall in there, very, very low, and just to help protect it. Has some bushes and trees, like it's actually decorated just to prevent people from falling from there by accident. And there are some new connections in here as well. So, oh, of course, I've expanded this a little bit, as I mentioned before, and I think we'll keep growing this and then eventually connecting all this area over here. This, if you look at the elevation, we have the Twin Peaks over here, which, to be honest, I might change the name of this suburb for Twin Peaks, or maybe we call it over there. Might be a better call. The name over here is Sunset Boulevard, but nothing will be built over here and over there. But I've done this connection. I've added a new roundabout in here, just so we can get traffic from on both sides in there. Not completely sure if I'll keep the roundabout in there. It's up for debate, but we'll build in there and connect these. Also make this new connection over here, helping traffic flow. As you can see, there is a lot of cars and trucks and everything that goes through here, and they're using this quite well. I've also enabled a U-turn over here, just so, as you can see, this will probably do a U-turn, just so they don't need to go all the way over there to go to the buildings on this side. And then, obviously, one of the biggest changes in here was this tunnel followed by this bridge. And it was a bet that I did that we might be doing well with a new bridge connection. If you look at what we have in here, we don't have many bridges connecting those two sides of the river, right? We have this one, and this highway. So, or like obviously we have the other side there, but not in here. And this one is actually just train and metro. It's not even road connection. So if you want to drive to get in here, you have to go, like, let's say you're here, you have to go all the way to here, or you have to go all the way around through the highway, get in here, get out there, and get in here. So adding this new bridge was something that I thought could be helpful. And if we look at the usage, look at this. So many people using that. That's been quite good. There's quite a lot of trucks using this, especially I believe they are importing stuff or exporting and bringing into the commercial areas around here. Yeah, there we go. There are some going in there, some going in here, and quite a lot in this area as well. So this just become like a very, very important connection. By the way, the name of the bridge that I'm using is this one from Rivo, Mason Jack's bowstring bridge. So I had this asset before, was waiting for an opportunity to use it, and I think it looks quite cool over here, and I quite like it. I think this will be a really nice place. This will also be called the Sunset Bridge. There we go. And then it connects in this area. But I'm really, really happy, especially with the amount of people walking all around here, which is quite good. I've also decided to add crosswalks on every single junction that we have, mostly because there's a lot of buildings for the university all around this place, and I think that'll be safer for anyone coming here to study to have crosswalks everywhere they go. So yeah, I think this is looking quite nice. Decorated some areas like those around buildings. There are a lot of smaller details all across the place. There are some areas that I just noticed, like for example this corner, that we could make it a little bit better, but we do have some trees that are on top of the building here. I think I can just move them over there, and that might just work. May bring another one over here, and we should be all right. This is the volleyball, this is the indoor soccer or the IT club, yeah. So new buildings for the university as well, and this is working really well. Now we have very good connections from Fisherman Village to this area, to that area. I've also, just so you see, this is the area of Sunset Boulevard. The area for the university is this whole area over here. So just contained on this suburb. And yeah, now, final thing, public transportation. Didn't change anything in terms of public transportation, just make sure that we have enough capacity. So this little line in here is line number 11, and we still have one train. It gets busy when we have a match in the stadiums, but this is more than enough. So working really well, transporting 125 people, and we will extend this to this side later on. So, and I'll probably add another station in here and maybe we connect them both. We'll see. And then if we look at this again, the other one that goes through here, this is the number 10. There we go. It's being used as well, doing its job. We have enough capacity in there. We usually get like 200 something on this station and on this one. So I like 202 on this one. So I think that's worthwhile. There we go. We have 300. Nice. But probably another game or something like that in here, and we don't usually have any trouble with the amount of people. So working really, really well. And I believe we do have, I'm lost, there we go. We do have this bus line in here, which is this one. And I believe we are still okay there. It's like sometimes this one in here gets 45 people, but that's the only one, and that's fine. Working really, really well. So before we finish, just look at traffic again. Still 82%. That is pretty good. In terms of budget, we do have, let me go in here. So we're getting 240,000 from industry, spending 177. So we have some profit in there. For healthcare, it's more contained. That's good. We're spending a lot in education, 118, but we are getting 146. Universities are very expensive, but both of the universities are bringing money to us, so that is really good. And I think this is mostly what I wanted to show you. A lot of tax being paid by residential, especially high density level 5, as you can see, and some level 4. And for the commercial zones, we have some money coming in. Interesting enough, not a lot from leisure or tourism, but yeah, that's all right, I guess. And this is how our city is performing at the moment. So, but although tourists are spending 1% of my income comes from tourists. There we go. That's good enough for me. I hope you've enjoyed this build over here. I'm certainly happy with this corner that we have now, and with a new university. Our demand for university was extremely high, and we are now in a much better place. Maybe that's the only thing that I'm missing to show you there. If you go to university, we still have a lot more people waiting to go to university, so we may have an opportunity to build the third university in the city. I don't know if we do that, but we certainly have demand for that. So maybe in the future, before we finalize the city, we do it, but we'll see how that goes. I'm extremely happy with this build. I'm happy with the layout and how this fits in between those hills and river, and how the public transportation is working in the area as well. Everything has been very effective in here, and I like it. And we are setting a really central place for connections between the fisherman village and that area at the top that I mentioned that we will build later and connect everything. So if you have any more suggestions, please keep them coming. I think the trend idea to bring this through here and up to the fisherman's village was quite nice, and it does look good. And now, next thing that we'll do, I believe we'll work on growing the fisherman village and connecting all those areas together. I also think that we'll just finalize this central piece of the map, and I'm really keen to see how that looks like. And then we start going away for the suburbs again, and we will explore some new opportunities. But for now, thank you for all your likes, for all your comments, for watching the videos and suggesting things to do. I really appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye bye!